In this video, we are going to talk about the two players who are linked with Kaizer Chiefs and Pitso Mosimane and what he has said about going to Kaizer Chiefs. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pule, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. Let's start with Pitso Mosimane because he says that he has not heard anything from his agent, which is basically the wife, about Kaizer Chiefs contacting him or them for the services of Pitso Mosimane. And I think as much as a lot of people say, we want Pitso this, we all know that we all knew from the beginning that this was never going to happen because the Chiefs had so many chances to sign Pitso Mosimane, but they didn't. Maybe I should rephrase that. I think they couldn't because one of the things that we talked about with Mandla on that podcast is the fact that Kaizer Chiefs probably don't have as much money as we think they do. They still get money from sponsors, but they are spending that money as well on themselves because we've said that the game model of Kaizer Chiefs or business model of Kaizer Chiefs is that most of the money is coming from the club. It's not like Sundowns where they have money coming outside. And also they are getting billions from Abu FIFA. They are contributing and playing in the CAF Champions League each season. That's a lot of money. So the revenue stream right now is just ticket sales and the money from the sponsors, which is really not enough to be spending on Pitso, I guess, in their view. So it makes sense. Although we don't like it, but it makes sense. Now, the other person that we're talking about sense and making sense. So we know that Tunjabulo Ngobo is going to Sekhukhune United. Right now, those are the talks. Diski Times have reported that the man, actually it was Farpost, who reported that he's going to Sekhukhune. And now, Kaizer Chiefs are being linked with Ismaela Toure. If you don't know him, he plays for Stellenbosch. And to give you context, one, he has played or started 86%, 87% of their games, like 24 games out of the, I don't know how many, 30-something games that Stellenbosch played this season. That's a lot. That tells me that he's valued in the team. And number two, Stellenbosch are playing in the CAF Confederations Cup next season. So to me, it's like, why are they then making the player available to Chiefs and Sundowns? Sundowns are fine. They just signed Tunyelo in January. Yes, he's a left back, but they have Umvala, they have Putul, they have Grant, they have Kutse at centre back, and they are also playing Uzungu there. So I'm asking myself, why would Sundowns want another mid defender? But the language that is being used here is that Ishmael Toure is being made available to these clubs, which makes me go, that's interesting because he literally arrived at Stellenbosch last season and he's been a beginning of the season rather, and he's been a key part of the club, but now he's being sold. Make it make sense to me. I don't know why they would do this. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Or maybe he's not happy. For what reason, Nami, I cannot tell you. So we're just gonna move on from him. But though I will ask you, for those of you who've actually watched, who watch Stellenbosch and have seen how Ismaela Toure perform, do you actually think he would be good for Kaizer Chiefs? Because for me, you bring him in, he's going to be on the bench, which is basically the same thing that is happening with Tunjabulo Ngobo, who is 29 years, 3 years older than Toure, but are you going to sign a 26-year-old to put him on the bench? Might as well just renew the contract of Tunjabulo Ngobo. Which brings us to Gaston Sirino. But before we talk about what is happening with him and Kaizer Chiefs, please do make sure to like the video and subscribe if you are enjoying the content. Now, Gaston Sirino's situation is, one, he doesn't want to be at Sundowns. That is not a secret. The coach himself, Ishmael Mokoena, has said it publicly that Gaston does not want to be at Sundowns. And for a good cause, for a good reason. He's only started 17% of the games this season for Mamelodi Sundowns. And as stacked as Sundowns are, the minutes that Gaston Serino has gotten this season, you can't justify it because, like in the final of the Nedbank Cup, the man could have played. The man would have made a difference, but they chose to bench him. They could have brought him on as a 9. They could have brought him on to play on the right wing. It didn't make sense, but they didn't play him. So clearly, Sundowns does not want him, or Rulani does not want to start him, but Serino also does not want to be at Sundowns. Now, Kaizer Chiefs are apparently looking to sign him. To me, that's like, okay, another player from Sundowns. Some of you will call him Sundowns reject. Sundowns player again who is 33. He's coming to Chiefs. How much money is he going to ask for? A lot. I don't know. I don't see how this makes sense for a club that is trying to lower the average squad age, because you have Vutoli who's aging, who they might end up renewing the contract for, and you have Sirino as well coming in. I don't think that makes any sense, as much as he's available, as much as he is very good as a player. But lenda by age, people keep on saying, "I Paula, Miaga is just an age." But the truth of the matter is, we've seen on players like Abos Fisohlant that age matters. You see, Umtu cannot run as much as they were running 4 years ago. So I wouldn't want to bring, especially not an attacker who's going to be playing at Chiefs and is coming from Sundowns again, because that's also just another factor on its own. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Chiefs should go still for Sirino? Do you think that Chiefs are in a good position to be signing Toure, who can be signed for 16 million, which I think is a lot of money? And by the way, for those of you who've watched to this point, I want to say something. Go Google the coach of ASEC Mimosa. ASEC Mimosa, ASEC Mimosa, the team from Ivory Coast. Google that coach, see who he is. And then when Chiefs announces a new coach, I don't want to say I said what. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, Khosi, I'll tell you more.